you to the Wilson family for their hospitality. Wonderful host for our celebration tonight. Thank you to the Wilson family for a great evening tonight. Players, just a reminder to keep working out this weekend, heading into next week. The temperatures are supposed to rise, so get your interval training runs in, get your touches on the ball, get your juggling in, and get your ability to work up your fitness and your conditioning for the big game. And that's what we want to try to be able to do. So everyone take that time, try to get at least 3 runs in, change of speed between now and next Wednesday, and get touches on the ball in between there, right? First of all, it's a true privilege to have the opportunity to be able to coach your daughters, and it's a really great way to see them build as a team, but also how they get along with each other. And it's my pleasure to be able to have that, and I get to work with these terrific young ladies all the time. So let's give them a round of applause. Thank you so much for that opportunity. I appreciate that. Thank you to the Caldwell West Caldwell Soccer Club and Board, and SNK Training, and Coach Rob Grosso. Putting it all together, making it work for all of us. Thank you to our parents, our families, for all your time, organization, flexibility, and support, all your fandom, all your excitement, and all your cheering and encouragement on game days. I know the girls appreciate it. Thank you for preparing the girls and for all the mileage on your cars and driving them around to all our practices and games. And girls, their support cannot be underestimated, and it means a lot to all of us for you to be here tonight and support them throughout the season. Players, let's give your parents and families a round of applause.
Good job, Mom!
Thank you to our 3 wonderful parent managers who dedicate so much of their volunteer time to make it all work for you, the Clovers. We are very fortunate to have them season in and season out and learn from them, and there's so much that goes behind the scenes that we don't get to see in preparation and organization outside of the training and the game days. And it's the hard work, it's the commitment, the time, the advice and spirit of our 3 parent managers that makes it all a successful year, and we could not have attained our highest point ever without them this year. They are always there for the girls, and they're happy to help me out at a moment's notice. And when I cannot be there, and when I cannot be present at times, they step in. For all 3 of them, there's just one mindset, one goal, and one priority. It's you. And that's what they always say to me. And it's this justification and focus that really presents the success that we have and the enjoyment of the game that we're able to create in our culture. Just an outstanding job, ladies and gentlemen, Coach Koenig, Coach Schott, and Coach Wilson. I had given them a little something at the end of the season in spring. I'm so happy for all of you Clover players, girls. We talk about controlling the controllables. We talk about heart and mind. We talk about emptying the tank. And we talk about being where our feet are. We talk about being a team and that the team comes first in dedication. One player tonight told me how she prioritized soccer tonight over going over a trip that she's about to take. And that's the example that you all set for each other. We talk about how to prepare for games and motivation, sleep, nutrition, hydration, and organizing our team bags to get ready. And we talk about purposeful and productive training and then showing our best in games. We talk about sportsmanship, respecting the game, and respecting the opponent. 8-0-0. 32 goals for, tied for the most ever in a season for a Clovers team. Just 9 against, best defensive team ever in Clovers history. An unblemished, undefeated, unbelievable, well-deserved Flight 2 championship for the spring 2023 Caldwell West Caldwell U12 Girl Clovers. After being 7-time finalists, 2 flights, 2 league cups, and 3 Halloween tournaments, this group, this season, this moment is yours. And I'm so happy for the players and their perseverance. They are and always will be champions. Congratulations, Clovers! And ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to introduce them to you. Starting off with a player that couldn't make it tonight. This player was number 11. She stepped into multiple positions this season, providing depth at fullback, with physicality and excellent turns. She also played up front as a striker and sped through the defensive lines, bettered the loose balls with her touch, and also instilled some vision for us with her great passes to her line mates. She was always dangerous up front. She helped create chances for us, and she put pressure on the opponents, knowing that our counterattacks were ready to go at them. She scared opponents when we drove at them, and she possessed great shots across all of the back lines. She had quick movements, plenty of endurance, and she kept her engine going. And I was always impressed that each year she seemed to add a new specialty to her game. And we look forward to her continuing to excel and expand her game at the next level of 11v11, where she may be quieter than the rest, but she'll be ready to make a loud statement. She finished this season with an assist for 1 point, and her career totals are 7 goals, ranking her 4th on the Clovers all-time scoring chart, and 3 assists for 17 points, tied for 4th on the Clovers all-time scoring chart. Ladies and gentlemen, she couldn't be here tonight. Number 11, Alexa. Our next player is number 1. Diversity in one's game can only be an asset for a player, and this next Clover player was a jack of all trades. She can play fullback or center back, she can play CDM, and she can play up front as a cam. She provides the team depth and positive play. She was the first center back to ever carry a ball up on the dribble on the field, along the field for us, giving us a glimpse of a new tactic. She's fierce, and she's not afraid to engage in battles. She's vocal, and she assists in pumping up the team on game day. And she's repeatedly willing to make those runs forward to help in the attack and support her teammates. With unbridled excitement, she helps bring up our energy level time and time again. And her lovely passes into the wide channels we can use to exploit defenses. Her knowledge of the game has risen rapidly, and we know she'll continue to raise her level onto the big game stage with more great play ahead of her, because this girl's gonna go viral. She garnered 2 assists this season for 2 points. Her career totals stand at 1 goal and 2 assists for 4 points. Ladies and gentlemen, number 1, Lara. And Larry, you can shake the hands of each of the parent managers there. Yep, thank you.
I feel like this is my high school graduation.
Our next player is number 6. Appearing before our eyes, raw with athleticism but filled with desire, our next Clover took leaps and bounds across the field to enable herself to solidify our fullback position with quick steps to the ball, surprising opponents and unnerving them as well. She comes in hard and stealth and is willing to sacrifice her body in the process. Unafraid is simply an understatement. Building on her first touch, she has used the ball control to send passes into narrow lanes and find teammates making runs for her. Always committed to tracking back, she would be seen flying back on the field to catch inattentive opponents from behind, negating a potential scoring threat. She was brave enough to hit on a header with balls high in the sky and take on the girls with her strength, proving that she was going to make an impact. And did she ever? Her pleasing rise in her game can only be a predictor of the commitment she will continue to make at the 11s, which is something we can also expect to look forward to as our future fans will pull up. She popped in a goal this season, and career totals stand at 2 goals and 2 assists for 6 points. Ladies and gentlemen, number 6, Maggie. Our next player is number 8. Bursting into the spring like a rocket, this next Clover player renewed her confidence with strong commitment to go forward and see the field. With pronounced energy and excitement, she took on players 1v1, slicing and dicing her way to goal, putting added pressure on opponents' back lines. Her cuts were deep, and she scarred and scurred those helpless defenders. Her vision gave us opportunities to contribute to our attack and help pin our opponents down. An impressive commitment to physicality this spring and her pursuit of the ball raised her game to a new zenith and it's worth her to be flexing. Full of sarcastic humor and deadpan jokes, she helps keep the team calm and keeping it real while having fun. With forward-thinking and tenacious play, we know that she will continue to ascend at the giant field that awaits her for more exciting displays of her swifty moves and scintillating skill act. She scored a goal this year, and her career totals stand at 3 goals and 3 assists for 9 points. Ladies and gentlemen, number 8, Micah! You know her? Our next number is number 15. Being aware of her surroundings all the time, playing central roles can be a lot to shoulder. But this next Clover player took it all in stride and finished strong by flaring up like a flame and helping her team with winning possession and finding teammates with her scintillating passes. Always strong on her tackles, she can play a bit more defensive CDM role as well and a more attacking cam, positioning herself to step into a tackle to negate a looming opponent's attack, help stave off the prevalent runs up the field. Showing for the ball and laying balls off to teammates help jumpstart a transition in the middle of the field for us. Knowing when and where to keep a visible run for herself proved to open up spaces on the field for our opponents as well. As she moved up the field, she created those opportunities for us in the net, in front of the net. Previously, a massive PK shootout goal helped her team in a knockout game, providing thrills and chills. Knowing these moments are within her, and the dedication to the hard work, and that she will continue to put in the good fortune that she has to become a future player at a higher level on the big field this year, we know she'll be hyped up to shine through. She finished with a goal and assist this season for 3 points, and her career totals stand at 4 goals and 9 assists, 4th on the Clovers all-time scoring chart for assists, for 17 points, tied for 4th on the Clovers all-time scoring chart. Ladies and gentlemen, number 15, Bella! Our next number is 27. As part of her multi-versatility, this Clover was bouncing back and forth between the goalkeeper position and an outfield player for most of her Clover tenure. However, this year, she catapulted herself to a vital attacking player whose skill set and fearlessness ignited our attack mere seconds from the opening whistle, where skill set and ability gave us strength on the ball and a relentless protection of it, literally treating it like her best friend. Opponents were stymied about how to get it off of her feet and onto theirs. It seemed at times she would just steamroll past defensive lines into greener pastures and just for good measure lay off a brilliant pass to an awaiting teammate to give us chances in front of the net. Showing an improved touch and spectacular chops, she got to and through and made a point to show off her defensive pursuits and heading specialties just to boot. Never fully stepping away from the pipes, she helped us in goal and training and was always ready to go in, if called upon, showcasing her always team-first attitude. She registered her greatest offensive output of her career, fire, this spring, with 2 goals and 4 assists. The assists tied her for 2nd on the team this season for 8 points, 4th on that scoring chart. Her career totals stand at 3 goals and 7 assists for 13 overall points, which is 6th on the Clovers all-time scoring chart, plus many, many, many outstanding saves for her previous years in goal in seasons. Ladies and gentlemen, number 27, Allison!
Can you say JD's and Littleman? JD's and Littleman. JD's and Littleman.
Our next number is number 5. Brick by brick, our next Clover's off-the-field regiment of improving her skills, along with her laser-like focus in training, has proved to raise the bar for her season after season after season. Overcoming heartbreaking loss of time due to injury, she has only fueled herself further, and her deft touch, ball extension of her foot, and her swerving and curving and zigzagging on the field gave us the movements that we needed to do as she rinsed off defenders over and over again. It's been noticeable from the get-go. She provides assistance and depth for us throughout the seasons and gave us a stronger attack. She creates numerous chances and half chances in front of the net. She allowed us to keep pressure on opponents and provide a threat of scoring to every maneuvered touch and pinpoint pass she provided. Keeping true to her knowledge and strong development, she highlighted the well-rounded soccer player, paying attention to and reminding us what we all can do to keep ourselves coming into training ready, good, and prepared. Her positional play created triangles for us in keeping our team shaped, and that's evolved over the years along with her. A sensational player whose team-first attitude is infectious. There is no limit. She tied for the lead on team in assists this season with 5. Also tied for the second most ever in a Clover season. She also scored 2 goals and finished with 9 points, third on this season's scoring chart. Her career totals stand at an amazing 15 goals, third on the Clovers all-time scoring chart, 10 assists, very balanced, third on the Clovers all-time scoring chart, for 40 points, also third on the Clovers all-time scoring chart. Ladies and gentlemen, number 5, Zoe!
That's a lot of stuff.
Our next player is number 17, also known as GK, goalkeeper. Coming off an excellent fall campaign, we were excited and grateful to have the services of this next Clover in front of the net time and time again. She embraced a more committed role for herself and took on the challenge by spending the off-season honing her skills and gearing up for the spring. Lighter on her feet, quicker to the ball, and with more experience in reading the game, she lit it up with timely saves, blocks, parries, holds, and scrambles, and secures all over the box. She ventured off her line with more consistency and confidence for collections and continuity to help restart our possession. Her booming punts into space proved to be an attacking weapon, catching defenses off guard and quickly getting the ball in the opponent's half, giving us chances to get our restart of our possession. As we moved up the field, she was able to get that ball further down towards the opponent's cage with her abilities and strength on her kicks. She also limited opponents' attacks by putting high pressure on them as they retreated back when she forced that play. She had wonderful leaps in the air and takeoffs and courageous dives, showing her game-ready attitude and strong development in some really highlight reel stops. It was thrilling to see her get a parry on the ball and knock it away from danger. Her louder communication helped organize and motivate us and gave us a boost on the back line to help our decisions. In homage to what may come, some things you didn't see in the game were her outstanding goal kicks worked on in training and a penalty shot that she possesses, proving her presence at the large field will be multifaceted, exciting to look forward to. In an amazing spark of rare air, she also earned herself an assist this year off of a punt, giving herself her first point of the season and of her Clover's career. Her 3 shutouts this year are reckoning to be quite proud moments, and she helped her team, and it ties the Clover's all-time season record for goalkeeper shutouts. Ladies and gentlemen, goalkeeper number 17, Ava!